back from the dead.
Hey guys, Frozen Nexus here, just bringing you a before you buy this game. So if you already own this game, and this isn't for you, you can go ahead and click away now. So this is not a review either. I need to cover that real quick. Giving a review for a game in closed beta testing is probably one of the dumbest things I've ever heard, right behind Donald Trump running for president. So yeah, not a review. Not a review. Just gotta get that out of the way. So a lot of people who are interested in buying this game probably don't realize that this game will be in open beta in a few months. But in case you're wondering, not only the open beta, but the full release of this game will be free to play. So if you're paying the $20 to get in now, and you're one of those people that's going to complain later on that, oh, you know, I paid for this game, now it's free to play, I got ripped off, then just wait. You know, you got to be more patient then. But if you're impatient like me, and you think this game looks really cool and you just want to buy it, that's what I did. And the reason the only reason they're selling it rather than just making it a closed beta like Overwatch is because the developers need more money to keep developing this game. As you know, this is not a small endeavor to create a game this intense and, you know, vehicle combat with all these different variations, all these different weapons, shit like that. You can't expect this stuff to be done on a fucking $10 budget. So yeah, it's supporting the developers if you buy the game, but yeah, don't expect that, oh, okay, well, if the beta costs money, then that means the full game's going to cost money, right? Because no, it will not. So yeah, now that that's out of the way, we need to get into the next part, and that's probably the biggest gripe you've heard about this game anywhere you looked, and that will definitely be the repair system. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will be uploading a video before this one titled, you know, my proposition on how to fix the repair system, and you can check that out to figure out what's wrong with it. So yeah, just be wary that this game does have its problems. It's in closed beta testing, and I have the aim of a potato. My bad for that. So do not expect anything over the top amazing if you're going to, wow, we won that quick. Don't expect anything over the top amazing when buying this game, because you're mostly just helping to keep the development alive, as well as participating and making sure that the testers the GMs get good information on the test and figure out what needs to be done with the game. And that's the next thing I want to talk about why the game is paid for right now, and that's because they want to make sure, and when I say they, I mean the developers want to make sure that the people playing the game are, you know, working towards making sure this game succeeds. They don't want just a bunch of people in this game who just want to use a cannon and blow up vehicles. They want people in the game who are going to give constructive feedback about what is wrong with the game and what is good with the game, and not just be like, this game sucks. They need people who are like, okay, this is what's wrong with it, this is how we would like to see it fixed. Not, you know, the general 12-year-old response of, I don't want to have to repair my parts. That's just annoying. I'm really getting tired of Reddit right now, or the Crossout Reddit right now, because that's all everyone's complaining about. They're just like, no, this game's dead. The game's dead, it's broken, it's never going to be good. Well, how about you just take a break from the game and come back when they've readdressed the repair issue, because I guarantee you there will be a rework of it, and I would not be surprised if that rework is already in the process of being done. So, calm down, guys. You don't have to just continuously yell on Reddit that, oh my god, this game's broken and the devs are just money hungry, blah blah blah. Like, we get it. You don't like the game's current state. I don't need to hear about it for the 80th fucking time. So, with that being said, they're also letting people in for free. Those people are people who have played War Thunder as well as invested money into the game. So these are also people who are more concerned about making sure the game succeeds, not people who have never played any Gaijin game and think, oh, you know, premium currency, pay to win. That's it, done. You know, game sucks, 0 out of 10, never playing it again. Gonna go write a shitty post and say this game triggered me on Tumblr. Yep. You know, they're trying to avoid that kind of situation. The other reason it's in closed beta is because, like I said, the repair system sucks, and everyone is just complaining about it on Reddit. Right now, there's a few hundred people complaining about it, probably all over the internet, not just Reddit, but if it were an open beta, that'd be a few 100,000 people fucking complaining about it, and then that would kill the game's development right then and there. So, they're trying to keep the game off to, like, people who aren't closed-minded and will help trying to make the game better rather than just complain and complain and complain and shit all over the game's reputation before it comes out. So keep that in mind before you buy this game. You know, they want you to actually participate in helping make the community better, whether that's making a Reddit post, submitting a post on the forums, or anything like that, or just making a YouTube video like I am right now. They don't want you to just go out to your friends, complain this game sucks, don't buy it, they're just money hungry, blah blah blah, you know. They're not money hungry, they're trying to get enough money so they can continue developing the game. That's really what's going on here, but I don't know, it seems like the hive mind of Reddit has decided that this game is now shit, which that's not true. I mean, sure, you can say the damage or repair system is broken, and I'm not going to argue with you, but I'm not going to I will, however, argue when you just say, oh, the game's shit, never play it, it's stupid, don't waste your money. That's the dumbest reasoning I've ever heard for a game that's in closed beta. Yes, it's going to have problems. That's why you paid for a closed beta. People don't seem to understand that closed betas don't just mean early access. This is not early access. This is testing. They're trying to rebalance things, work out how the economy should work, and things like that. Not just give you early access to a game while it's still in the process of being developed after all that stuff has been sorted out. The open beta will be when they start adding more weapons, more armor, more variety, and things like that to just test it on a mass scale to make sure everything is balanced. This is just to make sure that the base functions of the game work. And that brings me to my next point. This game is a very basic version of what it's going to be. You're paying $20 for early access to a game to help make it better. You're not paying $20 for early access to a game that's halfway through development. This game is still very early on in its development. They probably just were barely able to scrape out a beta. Now, thankfully, the beta is actually pretty well done. I will give them that. But you need to understand that this beta has a long way to go before you can consider this even, you know, close to ready for full release. So don't just complain that, no, there's not enough content in this game for them to be charging money. Well, I already told you why they're charging money, and it's not because they're money hungry or anything like that. They need people who want to help fix the game and help make the game better, and clearly most of the people playing the game right now are not participating in doing so. They just would rather complain about it like that's going to accomplish something, so, you know, whatever, you know, you do you. So hopefully people who buy this game will be a little more open-minded and a little more, you know, optimistic about its success rather than just complaining about a few things that you don't like all over and over again until you just completely shit out the game's reputation, and that will do nothing but help slow down the progress of the devs, because then people aren't going to buy the game, and that brings us back to, A, they're trying to get more money to continue development. This shit is not done on a $10 budget like I previously said. This requires lots of money, lots of time, lots of developers, and things like that. So, you got to expect shit to take its time. You don't want them just to push out an unfinished game, do you? I mean, this isn't Ubisoft we're talking about here. So, the only reason I really, the only reason I really bought this beta was because I thought it was a really cool concept, and there have been a few games done like this before, and Robocraft, which was one of them that I've played, seems really cool. And so, I never got into Robocraft. It was not for me. But if you were into Robocraft, I'm sure you're going to have a blast in this game, because you can make so many cool constructions and creations that you will have a blast in this game. So I'd say for the people who are Robocraft fans, this game you'll probably have a lot of fun in, even though it's just in beta right now. And personally, I never got into Robocraft because I'm not one for futuristic games. I don't really like them all that much. Even like games like Battlefield are getting too futuristic for me. I liked them back when it was like Battlefield 3 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and the original Modern Warfare was the best. So if you're like me and prefer games that like aren't realistic but just more modern based, then this is probably going to be a game for you. You know, I definitely got my $20 worth out of it. I'm not going to say you will for sure, but I feel that this was a $20 well spent. And a lot of people would disagree with me on that just because of the repair system, but even without the repair system, you know, just the first few hours I spent in this game, were just absolutely amazing. Learning how this game works, learning the mechanics was a lot of fun, and just seeing other people's creations as well as just putting how my creativity is to the test against other people's creativity is really, really a unique and cool idea. Well, not really unique, because again, Robocraft is a thing, but it's still a really unique way of doing it compared to, I don't know other word than unique, but it's different than Robocraft, but still unique. Yeah, there you go. That you figure out the word for that. So let's get on to the next point, and this is probably going to be the bigger point of the game, and that's that the game is a very team-oriented game. If you are not a team-oriented player, then you're not going to have a fun time in this game, because realistically, in most situations, if you go up against two other guys, like you just saw me do a couple seconds ago in this game, then you're going to lose really badly, and that's good. And if you're one of those people that gets pissed off by that, you're not going to have a fun time. You got to stick with your team. You got to play with your team. You got to move with them, and you got to take cover too. You can't just go into places thinking, oh, I'm heavily armored enough, there's no way they'll kill me, when a 76mm cannon can just rip you in half with one well-placed shot, no matter how much armor you think you have. So keep that in mind when playing this game. Also, if you're not a team player, you're going to get in situations where your vehicle is going to break down quicker than other people's because of that. Because if you didn't watch my repair guide vehicle and review or repair proposition to fix it, then you probably don't understand how the repair system works, and that is, every game you lose one durability. I'm not going to talk about what each point of durability means, but after 40 losses, that part breaks. And so if you're one of those people that strays away from your team and then your team loses, you're just going to end up spending more time repairing parts anyway. So definitely stick with your team in this game, and if you hate playing like that, then I would suggest not buying this game. I'm not saying you guys are assholes or anything, but right now there is no team deathmatch mode in this game, which I think there should be, but even still, if there was a team deathmatch mode, you would still need to stay near your team, because you're not going to beat 2 or 3 guys with one vehicle. That's not how this is going to work. This isn't like War Thunder, where you can, have a really heavily armored IS-3 and take out 2 lower tier tanks, no problem. You're going to get your ass kicked if you go into this game thinking that you can take on 2 or 3 guys at a time. They're literally just going to walk across your dead body, pretty much. And so, just keep that in mind while playing this game, and, well, before buying it, too. So, that's pretty much all I really have. I'm trying to think of anything else that I should point out in this game. But I think the big part of the big, anti-selling point, or the big, con of this game, is the repair system. And like I said, I made another video on that. Just click on my channel and check out the one called My Proposition on how to fix the repair system. And that's a pretty good rundown of why it's broken and how I think it should be fixed. So, that's about it for this video. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please smash that like button. Your support really shows that you want to keep seeing me make these videos, and that's what keeps me to make making these videos. So, yeah. See you guys in the next one, hopefully, and peace out.